Hello friends, this week I'm going to be sharing with you some of the gluten-free snack options that ALDI offers and things that I found this week in their store. And we're going to take the time to look a little bit closer at the ingredients to see which of them are a little bit more, use a little bit more clean ingredients for options as far as when it comes to gluten-free snacking from ALDI. These are just a few of the newer packaged snack options that ALDI offers. The first are the Keto Cookies, and they are pretty impressive. They're only 12 ingredients. They use almond flour, and they are sweetened with erythritol, which is an okay sugar alcohol when consumed in moderation. 90% of it is not even absorbed from the body. Now, sometimes it can cause gastrointestinal distress in some people, but again, in moderation, it's just fine. But otherwise, pretty clean ingredients, and I think the snickerdoodle were a little bit more flavorful than the chocolate chip, just a personal preference. And then the next are these grain-free cookie bites. And for those who are maybe sensitive to certain grains, now they are sweetened with coconut sugar with 7 grams of sugar per 2 cookies. So you just want to be careful there and not have too many at a time. And then the next is some granola. Now there was quite a few granola options at ALDI, and I was not impressed with the different granola options, mainly the oils that they used, and there's cane sugar, and again, basically the cane sugar is gonna break down the same way and be used very similarly than regular sugar. Now these superfoods granolas use oats and then amaranth flour, which can have some health benefits to it, but then again, there's the cane sugar, and they tend to have 7 to 8 grams of added sugar per 1/2 cup, so they're pretty high. And then they also have, just extra stuff in there that doesn't need to be, like the natural flavors, which again, by the time the quote natural flavors are so processed, they are really not very natural anymore, and so just something to be avoided. And then these are the popcorn chips, pop snacks, and the only thing with these would be the sunflower oil just really isn't ideal. These are one of my all-time favorite snacks at ALDI, and just 3 ingredients, and the oil is just a little bit better sourced. And then there are the cauliflower tortilla chips, which are fairly tasty. Now with the cassava flour, you have to be careful because they are a little bit higher in carbs. They're made from the yucca root, which is basically like a yam. And then the sweet potato chips, again, the only thing with these is the oil. And currently ALDI has the grain-free pretzels, and they are they also use the cassava flour, and then the tapioca starch, which are both derived from the yucca root. And with the potato starch as the second highest ingredient, the alternative options that they've used instead of gluten are also just heavy carb. Now, carbohydrates are not bad in and of themselves. It's just that in our American diet, we tend to eat so much of them, and just moderation is key in just enjoying them, but just, not having a lot in one setting. I was excited to find ALDI's brand of the Kind granola bars, and just overall was pretty impressed with their ingredients, and overall fairly clean. The biggest thing, if you noticed, was that they were non-GMO, but then ALDI also had the actual Kind brand, and so I actually priced them out. This was the first time that I found almond butter at ALDI that the only ingredient listed was almonds. I was pretty excited about that. Now it was $4.89 a jar, which is pretty typical when it comes to finding clean, simple ingredients for the almond butter, but normally the almond butter that Aldi has had like sugar and palm oil in with it, so that was a pretty great find.